It's time to have a spring clean in my lounge and take down the Easter decorations. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah and I'm a domestic cleaner Monday to Friday, including a few Saturdays. I have had a YouTube channel for about 3 years now, and by the weekend it's time to get my house in order, from the kitchen to the fridge to the pantry to the dining table, the porch, doing laundry, my bedroom, the landing, and of course the bathroom, to decluttering the kitchen cabinets. So why don't you grab yourself a drink? I'm going to take my marvellously messy house into a nice, clean, tidy home. So let's do this. So this evening's task is to tackle my lounge because it's looking a little bit on the messy side. So coffee table needs sorting. I really must work out what I'm doing with all that stuff in there. This needs sorting, but I also do need to go through these and work out what to keep and what to chuck. I think my Easter decorations can come down now, and I will leave the daffodils up and the tulips up for a little while, but I think the Easter egg ones can come out. But yes, sort out that bag. Just generally dust and just make this lounge look a little bit less cluttered. So I want to do that, and then if I have any more energy, because I am tired, I do need to sort the porch. So let's do this. Now, I have just done a 3-hour clean today and I am really tired. So I will try and do as much as I can. I definitely need to hoover, and I definitely need to put my clothes airer here behind me because my clothes have just finished in the washing machine. So what I might do first is, whilst Blue isn't here, I know it sounds really odd, but I'm going to get the hoover out and I'm going to hoover the floor down here, and that way the floor is done and I can put up my airer and get my clothes on the airer, and that'll be done. And also, as I say, Blue's out and he hates the hoover. Even the new hoover he doesn't like. So yeah, let's crack on. So yeah, let's crack on and get this lounge a bit more tidier. And yeah, I need to sort that kitchen out behind me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Easter decorations need to come down here as well. But yeah, I need to do the kitchen. Dishwasher needs unloading and reloading. That's another job. But you always know, if you've been following my channel for a little while, or for the last 3 years, you will know that my kitchen is my nemesis. So I've got to do, as I say, got to do the lounge and behind me. I really can't work this out today. I'm so tired. But anyway, let's shut up and get on with it. You really didn't think I'd bore you by watching me put my washing on the airer, did you? I said, now that I've done the laundry, let's do the other things, except I left my music on in the background. Oh, and these bears are my garden ornaments. Now the frost has passed, they can go in the garden when I get chance. And now it's time for me to do something rare in my house. Yep, use the cobweb stick. And now Easter is over and done with, it's time to gather up all my little Easter things and take out all the sweets and then put them in a pile, and I will scoff them of an evening when I'm watching TV. And I call myself a domestic cleaner. Now this that I've just picked up is my old landline telephone handset, except the batteries died on it and I tried recharging them, putting new ones in, didn't work. So I've got new telephones, which is that white thing in the corner which has an answer machine, and then on the other side I have a new handheld phone, except I wanted to try and get rid of this one so I don't have 3 phones in my lounge, except this cable was all tied up at the back of the TV. So in the end I gave up. I actually gave up trying to get rid of the cable and just threw it behind the TV unit, because it is Cable City behind that unit. That was just from the top of the TV. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, I actually filmed this video, I think it was in April, just after Easter. And I can see in this video... Did you say something? Yes, what did you say? Alexa, mute. I think Pooh wants some MEAL by the looks of things. I'm going to do crunches to keep him occupied, just so I can do the lounge. Do you want some crunches? But actually, the trousers that I was wearing means that I was being a woman. Now, since making this video, I have been to the doctors, because as some of you viewers will know, I have been suffering horrendously with the monthlies, and so I have been to the doctors and I've had a pelvic ultrasound and I've had a whole battery of tests. And of course, because this video has taken so long for me to edit, I have actually had my results back, and the results show that my iron levels are really low. They are lower end of normal, so I'm having to up my iron intake, etc, etc. So hopefully that will be the cause of why I'm feeling so exhausted all the time. Got to play with. And I thought I'd share that with you guys because life isn't plain sailing. As much as YouTubers try and make everything look perfect and everything's fallen into place, as you know, I do suffer with keeping my house in tip-top condition, as well as having ADHD, and being a busy domestic cleaner, like 5 days a week, sometimes even on a Saturday. Like when I was filming this video, I'd done a 3-hour clean. And in my last garden update video, I did say that I may have to hire a gardener in. Well, yes, I did. I got a gardener in and he's done fantastic in my garden in just 2 hours. He mowed the lawn, he did all the weeding, and it feels great. Okay, it's costing me money, but sometimes you just have to say, I need help, and don't be afraid to ask for it. And what's really ironic is the fact that I'm a domestic cleaner. I go out to people's houses and I clean their houses Monday to Friday so that it can lighten their load so that they can get on with their things, and I go in and clean their houses. And sometimes the table's turn and I have to get help myself. But I'm starting to realise I can't juggle everything. As I've said, I'm not just a domestic cleaner. I'm a carer, I'm a listener. I will go and do things for other people if they need the help. So yeah, that's why I get so exhausted all the time. Even the nurse at the doctor's surgery has told me I need to stop and slow down, which is easy for her to say when you have to do paperwork at the end of the day, and I've still got a whole backlog of photos to edit from the Rickmansworth Canal Festival. I was also a little bit upset when making this video because the day before Mark Sheehan had died from the script, and this was the band that I was listening to whilst I was making this video. But obviously, for copyright reasons, I can't actually play the songs in the background unless I had like the right certificate. Plus, the script haven't exactly got the right lyrics to be able to play out loud to you guys. But yes, getting the script on up loud, and I just literally got on and cleaned the house, well, as best as I could, and tried to get through the tiredness. And after just that little bit of cleaning, it was time to sit down with a cup of coffee and spend a little bit of time with, well, Blue, of course. I always give him the option to smell my drink when I'm having a drink, so he knows that it's not for him. But yeah, he's very cheeky. Like, I sit on the doorstep every morning and have my breakfast, and a couple of times he's managed to get his head in my cereal bowl when I've finished it, and he's trying to lick it out. I'm like, no, Blue, you can't have any last remaining milk. No, stop. So yeah, I do try and stop him from having some of my food because of his kidneys. But as you can see, we are both being really soppy here, but I love spending the time with Blue. And of course I have a few little conversations with him. Sometimes he does meow back, but I have muted this video because I have my music on in the background. But yes, he normally answers me back a few times and he gets a lot of fuss. Of course, there is no such thing as spoiling your cat, is there? I think you can say the cat's got the cream, or you know where his paws are landed. Yep, he gets a lot of fuss and a lot of treaties. Even when my brother comes up, Uncle Davy, he gets a lot of treats. He used to get a lot of treats, but I did have to tell my brother to cut them down a little bit because he was getting a bit on the chunky side, and also he wasn't eating his main food. Right, enough of fussing Blue, let's get back to work and cleaning the rest of my house. Oops, I just realised I forgot to take down the St Patrick's Day colouring page down from my door. Right, now that decorations are all down, let's take it all upstairs and put away. Or maybe I'll just dump it in my room. Wait, I forgot someone left them behind. Sorry, Peter Rabbit. And now it's time to tackle this. Yes, it's Blue's toy box. Now, I don't know if I've shown you in a video before, but when Whenever Blue wants to play with the toy, he will go up to the toy box and claw it and try and pull it out as if to say, I want to play. And usually he does it quite late at night. So now I've actually got into the routine of making sure to play with him of an evening outside, and then he doesn't do this. These are all the things that I'm getting rid of his toys. Mainly they're either been chewed or broken, or he just doesn't play with them. Does Blue want to play now that I've done your toy box? I even got rid of one of the toys that he bit the tail off of, and it made me take him to the vets because I got really worried that the bit of rope might get into his intestines and damage them, but thankfully he was fine. But anyway, Blue wasn't in the mood for playing at all. Right, now let's go and tidy up the porch area. Now, of course, you see all these bulbs? Well, this was filmed back in April. All those bulbs are now in the ground, thank you to my gardener. So, yeah, they're out of the porch. But I admit, the porch still does look messy even today. Those nets you see that are on the floor, they're my fly screens, and they keep falling down. I need to get some really strong double-sided tape and get them stuck up, really. But yeah, I was actually really flagging when I was doing this part of the video. And this white box that I keep up on those tension rods are actually my garden box, so they're my grab to go box. So like they normally have my secateurs in, some string and a few other bits and pieces, but obviously as you can see here, some bulbs got into that box now. They have been planted out in the garden since. And as I say, this little basket of bulbs have now since been planted. Thank you to my gardener. Right, I'm going to do the rest of this tomorrow because I am tired and it is 7:30. I'll just shove those little bits back in that corner where they were. I'm telling you, my mind is frazzled, like I've got stuff everywhere that I just seem to be moving from one space to the other, because I am just so tired. So on that note, I think I'm just going to give up tonight. On your meal. Come on, let's do your meal. Good boy. You're wiping your paws, aren't you? Like a good boy. Yes. Go ahead. Should we get your meal? Come on. Good boy. Someone wants his meal, but where are we gonna do your meal? The kitchen's trashed. Come on, let's go and find you some space in the kitchen. Don't know where you're gonna go. Kitchen's trashed, boy. Kitchen's trashed. Should we get your meal? Should we get your meal? Now this should be clean. I don't think so. I now have to mash up Blue's KD food, otherwise he won't eat it. And then I add Licky Licks onto it. That way he will eat it. Blue also does this really weird thing where he'll go round the entire bowl on the placemat. Just keep watching. It's just really weird why he does this. I have never worked out why he does this, but he does. And as per usual, and if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that my kitchen is always the first room to get trashed. Well, actually, as I'm doing this voiceover, my lounge is looking very much trashed at the moment, and the kitchen is fine. But yeah, so let's speed this up and get the kitchen all sorted. Oh, and I love playing on Alexa Heart 90s. Obviously, it goes back to my childhood days of very many songs that I grew up with. And wow, you can just put that on loud and have a sing-song and get the kitchen sorted. P.S. Yes, I know I can't sing.
Simply the night away. Simply the night away. Streaks of love.
Then you get sidetracked, you go in your pantry for something, and then that leads on to something else, and then before you know it, you're having a tidy up whilst the songs are playing on Alexa and you're dancing around the kitchen. Oh dear. I mean, like the other day I was doing Hey Macarena in my kitchen. Neighbours must think I'm nuts if they can see me through my kitchen window, but hey, sometimes just having a little boogie around your kitchen makes it all worthwhile.
You just walk in.
Oh, it's so good. The late 80s and 90s for me and the early 2000s were the songs of my years. Okay, I do listen to music today, like Ed Sheeran. I grew up with Take That, Boyzone, Westlife, and then many other bands after that. And there you have it. One nice, clean, tidy kitchen. Now I'm going to mess it up and get some dinner. Yes, at 10 to 9. This is the third evening in a row that I've had dinner around 9 o'clock in the evening, or even like the other night, 9:45. But anyway, I'm not really that hungry, so I'm just going to snack on a few. I've got some honey and mustard sausages. So yeah, and I've got some cheese. That'll do. And of course, because I filmed this video a very long time ago, I forgot to film an outro. So whether or not it's putting on some music at full volume and dancing around your kitchen to get you motivated, whatever you do, take care and I will see you in the next video. Bye!